Oh man, I streamed for like 5 hours the other day, live streamed. So we already have another update for the Monk Druid on ladder. And I was so close to getting the level that I needed with the equipment that I needed. So off stream, I leveled a little bit. And then a subscriber, channel member, friend, Jean, helped me out with some terrorized cows in nightmare difficulty and even in hell difficulty. I haven't beat hell yet with this character, but we were just trying to like farm it a little bit, gain some levels for me. I did a bunch of bail runs as well with players 8 on nightmare, and we were just trying to look for some bases for some stuff. Basically, just real quick, Jean traded a perfect Ravenfrost for some Ohm runes. He kept one for himself and gave the other one to me, which was awesome. He also dropped off an Ist rune, and then the other day on stream gave me a Mal rune that he said he didn't need. We found another Foul rune in the cows, and I did find as well, these two charms right here. I found a 15 life, 11 lightning resist charm, and I found a 10 lightning resist small charm as well. So yeah, the previous stream too, that was really long. I got stuck, dude, because a D-clone invaded, and I was having a very hard time with him. I was having a hard time. If you watch that stream, you'll see how it kind of played out. I was getting tired too. I've been going for so long at that point. Luckily, people that are subscribed to the channel were watching the stream and bailed me out a little bit. So by the time they got into the game, I had taken away maybe like a fifth or a quarter of D-Clone's health. But anyway, they helped me finish him, and I wouldn't have been able to do it without them. Probably, I would have ran through all my gold and everything. So anyway, got an Annihilus charm, and look, it's so bad. Only 10 to all stats and only 13 on the res. 8% experience gained. Okay, I mean, I'll take it. I needed one. So that was that, and then I do now have 2 Grand Charms that have max damage attack rating. So that's kind of nice. Eventually we want those everywhere. 66 attack rating on this one. Jean also had one of these skillers that he didn't need for his MF sorcerer, so he dropped that off for me. Thanks, man. I did find this in the Terrorized Cows. 35 life, 7 magic find. Let's see. And then the rest of these small charms over here, look, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 faster hit recovery. So that's 30 faster hit recovery in human form with a 2-handed weapon. Gets me to the 9 frame breakpoint. The next one up is 39. So you need 26 for the breakpoint. So I'm at 30. So that gives me a breakpoint for that. 7 all res large charm here. Okay. We got now Laying of Hands, Alder's Boots for the massive fire res. You'll notice our fire res is 224%. Okay, Lightning is at 62%, Poison 42%, Coal Resist 30% with a Ravenfrost, so we're good. The String of Ears is from Diablo Nightmare Kill. We took off the Hustle, and I'm now using the full Nausea set. I traded 4 perfect amethysts for the full Naj set. The person was asking for 2. I gave him 4 so that he would join me really quick and take my perfect amethysts. So anyway, look at this though. This set, full set bonuses: 1 to all skills, 2 to fire skills, 175 defense, 20 strength, 15 dex, increase maximum life 12%, replenish life 20, 100 to mana, 50 all res. And then we have mana, MF based on character level, so that's 117% better chance of getting magic items. And the armor itself, 1 to all skills, 65 life, 300 defense, all res 25, 45% damage taken goes to mana, requirements minus 60%. So 45% damage taken goes to mana with 10% from the Alder's Boots means without insight, I'm okay. I don't need the meditation aura now to keep my mana up to cast things, to like resummon some spirit wolves as aggro and stuff. I now have 55% damage taken goes to mana, and I'll get hit, you know, frequently enough that my mana just shoots right back up with that. The helmet itself has 12% chance to cast level 5 Chain Lightning when struck. It's too bad that that doesn't have a better quality. Like, you know, like, wouldn't it be cool if you wore the full set of Nauseas and it gave you some buff that was like the level 5 chain lightning when struck is now fully synergized. You know, something like that to make that useful, but it's not. But basically, the cool thing about it for us here is that the Naja's circlet does kind of look very monk-like for our monk druid, you know? So that looks cool, and then we do obviously get all the set bonuses from completing it. So the Naja's Puzzler, look at the damage, 200 to 232. Pretty good for a staff. This is a little bit faster frame, too. The Elder Staff has a attack speed frame of 0. The previous staff we were using had attack speed frame of 10 as a starting point. This gives us $1 skills. I socketed this with a Shale Rune for 20% increased attack speed. So we have Cat's Eye, 20% there, 20% on the gloves, 20% here. That gives us a 60% increased attack speed, which does hit a breakpoint, the 12 frame breakpoint. So if we want to get to the next breakpoint, we need 86%. If we had a level 1 burst of speed, like I made a hustle on swap, then we still would need 68% to get to the next breakpoint. So a couple options there is like maybe we socket the helm and the armor and put attack speed jewels once I get them in there. That's one option. But I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, this basically though is nice for us. More mana, more energy. Cast rate is nice for re-summoning Spirit Wolves, because I use Spirit Wolves as aggro, and I keep the Bear and the Dire Wolves. They remain to do more damage for us. Okay, so is that everything then? I think that's everything. On swap, I just have 2 to Druid skills here, and so I will, you know, use some pre-buff gear for that. Oh yeah, I forgot. This 2 to Druid, 1 to Heart of the Wolverine. Jean also found that. I don't know if you found it while we were farming or if you had it, but he handed that over to me too. So yeah, so today we were running a bunch of cows and stuff. So anyway, so now we have some good pre-buff gear. When I have all that equipped, let's see. When I have all that equipped, we get level 28 Heart of the Wolverine, and level 27 Bear, and level 27 Dire Wolves. So the Bear will be doing about almost 2,000 damage, 5,000 life there. Dire Wolves can do about 700 damage before they eat a corpse, and they have 1,700 life. Okay, and the Heart of the Wolverine is buffing our damage and attack rating by over 200% when I do it that way. Okay, without it, we're at level 25 for the summons. You know, still not bad, but you know, so like if I had to recast them in the middle of the battle, I could do that. And actually, having this on swap doesn't even matter. Like, I can just recast them with the Najas. See, look, level 25. If I swap to this, level 25. So it doesn't really matter. Yeah, so that's just on swap for when I want a pre-buff. Okay? Alrighty, so that's where we're at. We have 20 replenished life, 11% life steal, damage reduced by 14%, magic damage reduced by 12. 124% magic find, 37% extra gold, 60% increased attack speed, 70% faster run walk, 30% faster hit recovery, 30% faster cast, 55% damage taken goes to mana, 350% damage to demons, absorb cold, 20% cannot be frozen. Okay, that's everything. The mercenary is still got spirit, rhyme, stealth, cure, and he enchants us with an enchant that gives me 254% attack rating with 445 fire damage. All right, so 145 fire damage on 8 wolves and a bear and me. So multiply that out. We do utilize telestomping, okay, because we have teleport. All right, I also have 20 Heart of the Wolverine, 20 Dire Wolf, 20 Summon Grizzly, and I have 17 points into Fissure. My Fissure right now does 300 damage about, and that is just a little bit of chip fire damage, basically, you know? That's what we're going to be going into for the rest of our points. I will be buffing Fissure, and then probably Volcano. And my thinking is that those two together will be nice little things to throw on some enemies, some packs of enemies, and then I will be able to telestomp in while those are kind of like chipping away. And then ultimately, if I can ever upgrade this build fully, I'll probably want to make a Phoenix Shillelagh. And that has Firestorm on a strike, and that way Firestorm could be synergized by Fissure, you know? So, something like that. That, or I go into Molten Boulder, maybe, so that it synergizes it more, but I don't know. For now, that's a long ways away, so I think once Fissure is maxed, Volcano will be the thing to go into. That'll help me the most. So yeah, that's kind of the idea, is collective damage here, you know? All the summons get fire added to their attacks from the mercenary. He's shooting fireballs. I'm dropping Fissure. We're telestomping. Let's go see how it looks. Alright, and right now I'm in Hell difficulty. Level 78. I was very stuck before without this being able to use this gear. The reason I'm 78 is because Naj's Puzzler, you have to be level 78 to use it. So, okay. So here, this is the Stony Field. We're just making our way to the underground passage. And so I'll just do this part now, I think. So like, these guys are fire immune, you know, but here's a Spirit Wolf that I can cast to aggro some guys. These guys are not fire immune, so I will cast the Fissure on them and then start attacking, see? Okay, Mercenary just leveled up. That's good. I do have a point into Cyclone Armor, which is level 5 with my skills, so it can take a few hits for us on some elemental spells. So here's my damage. Look at it. If you saw when I only had... with my previous weapon, I was barely doing any damage whatsoever. You know, I was not able to kill stuff very fast in Hell difficulty at all, despite even having the crit strike. So here, let's telestomp, or well, here, let me wait till I find a guy that's worth telestomping. Like, here we go, like this guy. Boom. Oh, he ran off. Here, let's try him again. Oh, he ran off again. Not the best showcase of that, but let's do this guy. Yeah, see that? There, we got him. Pretty good. Really fast, you know. So I dropped Firestorm, or Fissure. That's doing about 300 damage, you know, of fire damage on those guys. Here, let's telestomp this guy. He's gone. And telestomp this guy. He's also gone, and then let's do this guy too. So I can put a Spirit Wolf up front, let the archers attack the Spirit Wolves instead. I'm not too worried about the skills on the Spirit Wolves, you know. They are level 6 for me. They have 695 life. I have them hotkeyed, and I'm just going to be casting them to disrupt the enemy's flow. So watch. There we go. We're going to go for the Spirit Wolves instead now. And while we work on these guys over here, you know. Man, that guy's slowing me a lot. There we go. Grey Bang. Amulet. Falcon Mask. Those could be good for us. So let's telestomp this guy. Boom. He's gone. Here's a special dude. Haze Crow the Axe is gone. We just wasted him. So yeah, we're in Hell difficulty. It's only Act 1, but we're only level 78. And we are using Naj's Puzzler as our main weapon. That was my, you know, big brain idea for trying to continue on. Because once I got to Hell, it was like, I'm stuck, basically. I was having a very hard time. So... making that trade, looking up, I went on Tradery actually, and that was the first time I ever did a Tradery trade. And so I looked that up. I looked up Naj's full set, just see, like, maybe somebody just wants to get rid of it for cheap. And sure enough, there was a guy on there who wanted 2 perfect amethysts, as I said before, and I gave him 4. I messaged him and said, hey, I'll give you 4 for it, and he joined me within 10 minutes, you know, which was really cool. So, yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. I'm just going to get through this underground passage. Ah, darn. 1 to summoning, 3 to shockwave, and it's purple. That would have been cool if it was the other way around. Angelics. Ooh. That's good for us. I would lose attack speed and dexterity and run walk, but that would greatly improve my attack rating. I have the angelic ring, so this and the ring would give me like 1,000 attack rating. That's nice to have as an option. So that's cool. I think also, since my fire res is pretty dang good now, I would opt for Gore Riders here to get the Crushing Blow, Open Wounds, Deadly Strike. I really think those would be the best move I could make for that. And I don't imagine that that would be too difficult to get my hands on. Maybe somebody would give me them for perfect gems. You know, again, people who are re-rolling small charms and making and crafting and stuff at this point in the ladder. So remember, we do have 350% damage to demons. So, like, we're actually pretty strong against demons. Rare Bastard Sword. Let's just see. Does have the repaired durability, which is cool. But, and lightning damage, but, and lifesteal, but didn't have any other useful mods. You know. So these guys are not immune to fire, so I will drop the fissure on them. And then telestomp that archer for fun. Looks nice. So here, I got some spirit wolves that I can use, remember, for... Like, here, watch. Spirit wolf. I'll put some spirit wolves over there. And the mercenary immediately enchants them. See, look. This is a great way to get their attention and aggro them. And then I can even drop fissures down. And just let it all kind of just start working its way through. You know? Because sometimes we can get overwhelmed, you know. There we go. Take another full rejuve there. So let's see. There. Nice. But yeah, and so also, this is, you know, Monk Druid, but he is different. This is a different build and a different play style from the one that I have on the channel already on non-ladder. That one has a totally different skill allocation. Okay. So just re-mentioning that if anyone if this is like the first time you've seen Monk Druid, you know, go check out my Monk Druid on the channel. That was the first Monk Druid I made. First one I'd ever personally seen on D2R as well. Rare Amulet. Nice. Let's get rid of this guy. Let's cast a Spirit Wolf over there to distract that guy. And telestomp him. Get my Carrion Vine back up so he can leech some life for us with the corpses. What's going on over here now? I see some guys with Might Aura on them. Yeah, see, look at that. That one Vile Hunter there, just from the fissure, it did take down a chunk of her life, so that by the time I was able to hit her with my staff, she went down pretty quickly. So it all kind of is just adding up. That's kind of how my other Monk Druid works, too. And if you like the idea of Monk in D2, since it's not really an actual, like, you know, character, you have to do some off-meta things and theme-based things with it. If you like that, I do have a Monk Barbarian now on the channel as well. So look at that. The champion Spike Fiend there, that guy had half his life after my fissure wore him down. And that's just unsynergized level 23 right now, you know? I always liked that idea too in this game of like, you know, dual speccing classes and stuff to kind of deal with issues, like deal with immunities or deal with, you know, taking down enemies. I always thought that was a cool way of trying to kit out a character. Initially, when the Sunder Charms were first introduced as well, I was kind of like, man, I kind of wish they would have done something else that would have made it so that dual speccing classes was more like a possibility, you know? Kind of like how I was saying about like this full Naj set, where it would be cool if the full set fully synergized that Chain Lightning when struck, you know, and maybe buffed the level of it up to like 20 or something, you know, or 15. Like, just stuff like that is what I had in mind, you know, when they were like, oh, we're going to be adding stuff. I was like, oh, it would be cool instead of having to just sunder immunities, it would have been cool to have ways to deal with immunities in new ways. But that would be cool if that was something they ever implemented. But I think overall, the Sunder Charms have been a positive thing, actually, after having utilized them myself for a long time. I think it's nice that you can fully spec into a certain element now and break immunities. I think that is a fine thing in the game now, and totally welcome. It creates more build options, which is always a good thing. I think that's a good philosophy, is to have more build options, not limit the build options, you know. I still would like to see more things in the game, though. And like some of the things that I was just talking about, I think would be really cool. Some updates to the sets, updates to very rare uniques that get no love because they didn't get brought up by other patches. They are outclassed by rune words. New content for the game. Would love to see 3 more quests in Act 4. Would love to talk about those on a podcast style video as well with you, and see what you guys think about some of the ideas I have for that. A lot of people say, like, there's no way, they're never coming back to this game to update anything ever again. I don't know if that's the case. I never thought there'd be D2R to begin with. So it wasn't that long ago that they put updates out. Remember, it wasn't that long ago. It's not like it's been 10 years, you know. So it was just last year where the game was like very, very hype. You know, there's lots going on. Everybody was checking out stuff. So, whoa. Should put up a town portal. Here's Treehead the Wood Fist. Ooh, a rare ring he dropped. Very nice. I guess I'll grab the Scroll of Inifis since I'm here. So yeah, this is pretty cool. I think if I ever get my hands on like a low rune or a burr rune or something like that, one potential would be to drop the shale out of this, put attack speed jewels in the helm and armor, get gore riders, put the low or the burr rune in the weapon, you know, and then maybe change the cat's eye out for high lords for more deadly strike. So, like, if I had a low rune, I could get 40% deadly or 20% deadly strike in the weapon, 15 deadly strike from boots from gore riders, and then I could get deadly strike based on character level from high lords here, and that would give me quite a bit of deadly strike, you know. That or like a burr rune for the 20% crushing blow. Something like that would be kind of cool to do if I wanted to continue using this, you know, this weapon. So I do like having the teleport, you know. That's pretty cool. But I don't know. If I got a burr rune, maybe it would just be better to save it for like an Enigma, you know, go Enigma and a different weapon. Something like, you know, Passion. Passion would be great for the Zeal. That's what I use in my other Monk Druid build. But, you know, I also kind of want to do something different, too. Okay, here we go, here we go. telly stomp this dude over here. And telly stomp this dude over here. A Phoenix too would also make sense for me, just with, like I was saying before, because it has negative 28% enemy fire res on it. So like a Phoenix and then eventually like an Infinity, you know, mercenary, or even a Plague, a dual Plague mercenary to get that lower resist procs. That might be pretty good. Mana Seal, Replenish Life, Lightning Fire Res, 6 Strength. Huh. Might have to hang on to that. I don't think I need the Mana Seal that bad. I don't need it now, but maybe some point I would. I would really just like to find the waypoint at this now. Let's see, my attack rating is pretty good. 88% chance to hit right now. I think we're doing okay. Can recast my Cyclone Armor. It takes a couple hits for us, you know. Full Rune. Take that. But yeah, I like this version of being a Summoner Druid as well, because it's just like the full Summoner Druid is like you just invest everything here and get Ravens, and then you just kind of recast some Ravens, and those take a minute to like get to their target sometimes, and you know, it's like fine, but it's not that great, you know. It's more fun to do something like this. So this guy's immune to physical, but we do plenty of fire damage collectively from our enchant mercenary. So that guy went down really easily. Alright, it's got to be like up here, right? I should be picking up something to sell too. I don't have any like armors to sell. My repair cost is going to be a lot. There's a mesh armor, but let's see, how many sockets does it have? Just curious. 1. I gotta take this back to her. Well, here's the way to go. Maybe I just go up here. Black Marsh. I don't have fire immunes over here, so that's kind of nice. So I can use my fissure more effectively. Oh, dang it. I spoke too soon. Totally stomp this dude. These things give pretty good experience, actually, these hawk nests. Here. It was taking me a while to kill it, so I telly stomped it, and boom, it was gone. Yes, we are working together in perfect harmony. That's how the monk druid works, you know? Greater Claws. Could these be something amazing that I could trade? 3 to Mind Blast? No. Okay, what about this Blood Spirit? No. Okay. Could really use the waypoint or something. Sorry if you are like, or I shouldn't say sorry. Thanks if you're still watching and you were interested, you know? I will be live streaming again with this setup, you know. I just wanted to catch people up who may have not been watching the live streams and just wanted to jump in, you know, to those, see where we're at. Also, the live streams, when they upload, I don't know if you noticed, like they don't upload in higher definition, you know, because I don't want all this latency on the stream, so I opt to lower the resolution a little bit. I think it looks fine on people's phones though, if that's what you're primarily following from. But you know, the videos that I pre-record instead of live stream have better resolution and stuff. Ooh, there's the there's that. the Forgotten Tower. Could really use a waypoint though. That'd be nice. Well, here, I'll just end the video there instead. Actually, instead of keeping you guys for so long, and I'll check out that tower and then I'll see you on the live streams. All right, dudes, later.